comedy legend Red Fox was a fantastic human who made it his duty to make Christmas merry for those around him. But, while he had an amazing personality, he also struggled with personal issues and almost lost everything in 1989. Red Fox is one of America's greatest comedians whose lasting mystique put him in on a level of American culture that few celebrities attain. His provocative nightclub acts elevated him to stardom in Hollywood. Foxx was also an outstanding actor. Throughout his career, the comedian performed in over 50 records. He entertained many with TV shows such as Sanford and Son and movies including Cotton Comes to Harlem and Harlem Nights. He was also the recipient of numerous awards. Who was Foxx? Foxx started his career as a stand-up comedian on Chitlin Circuit in the 1940s. He was also one of the blue humor comedians. Blue humor is a comedy genre considered too dirty for white audiences, so Foxx's productions were unavailable at white stores for years. The rejection of his albums among white audiences led to little comedy work on several other projects, including The Ed Sullivan Show and The Red Skelton Hour in 1951. In the 60s, Foxx's hilarious displays increased his fan base, thus making him more famous. His hit TV series Sanford and Son came in 1972. On the series, which was a modification of the British sitcom Steptoe and Son, Foxx starred as old grumpy Fred Sanford who would eagerly insult almost anyone. Sanford and Son brought the comedian more fame, and he soon became a household name. But, the Dirty Jokes star later had a dispute with the show's writers and producers. He claimed they did little in promoting the black experiences on the series. He left the show in 1977 for his ABC variety show, which aired for less than a year. His struggle in the entertainment industry didn't come until the early 1980s following his trouble with the law which affected his career. Facing homeless holidays, Christmas wasn't a merry one for Foxx in the early 80s. While many were preparing for the holidays and the festive season, he was busy figuring out how to get out of a problem with the Internal Revenue Service. Foxx was notably big on Christmas celebrations, but the festival was ruined when he faced the IRS for his tax debt. It turned out that the stand-up comedian had been owing $980,000 in taxes and was ordered by the IRS to pay his debts within a few weeks or lose his Las Vegas home. However, Foxx was unable to pay the money before the due date, which resulted in his valuables being seized by IRS officials. Red Fox's Christmas tradition. It is no secret that Christmas was always special for Foxx. Apparently, Foxx, who later died at age 68, was a devoted Christian, loving husband and child who loved spending time with his mom. The comedian's families weren't the only ones who benefited from his good nature, as his mom made it clear Foxx always went out of his way to make Christmas merry for others. But it turned out he got Carson's good trait as she always tried to make Christmas lovely for her son. Foxx may have been the dirty talker on stage or one who insulted old Fred Sanford on TV, but at home, he was a mommy's boy, and Carson made it clear they spent a lot of Christmas together. Asking for help, while Christmas might have always been merry, life wasn't for Foxx. The actor and comedian faced a lot of ups and downs in his lifetime, one of which made him homeless seeking help. While Foxx struggled with his tax debt and tried to meet the Internal Revenue Service's payment deadline, he lost almost everything. Although the comedy legend got help from a few people, most of which were strangers, it wasn't enough to clear his debt. However, the star's most painful memory was that none of his Hollywood colleagues reached out nor tried to help. Sadly, Foxx died after so many struggles and a lasting career in the entertainment industry. He died of a heart attack in Los Angeles during rehearsal for the royal family at Queen of Angels Hollywood Presbyterian Medical Center. However, it turned out Foxx was bankrupt despite working on a project before his sudden death. The late comedian was so broke that Murphy had to pay for his funeral.